Shalom. All praises to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shah. This is Teller Nicholas with the Noble House of St. Nicholas, Vincent Saints of Israel, and House of Jacob. Today, I want to get into the Hebrew Israelite Jamieson family. All the Negroes with the surname Jamieson in the Americas, Caribbean islands, Europe, and all those scattered abroad with the surname Jamieson. Gotta remind y'all, before we were slaves here in the Americas and the Caribbean islands, we was royalty in Europe. We did not get caught in slavery in Africa. We got caught in slavery in Europe. In the Jamieson family, y'all names is in Scotland, Ireland, and England. This is where you guys was at before slavery. To remind y'all, we ruled the Dark Ages, the Hebrews, from 500 AD to 1500 AD. That was prophecy fulfilled in Revelations 20 and 6. And then we went into captivity from 1500 AD to the late 1600s. But before I get into any more, I want to get into some scripture. I want to go to Isaiah 49 and 15. And it read, "Can a woman forget her suckling child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yeah, they may forget, yet I will not forget thee." All right? So this is the history of the Jamieson family before you guys were slaves here in the Americas and the Caribbean islands. This is when you guys was royalty in Europe. And I'm going to begin. Jamieson comes from the ancient Dalradian clans of Scotland, West Coast, and Hebrides Islands. The name comes from the son of James. First, we're going to get to the Dalradians. The Dalradians, they go back. Some scholars, they date them back to the tribe of Dan. All right, and they were Hebrews. All right, and the names come from the son of James, and we know James was a Hebrew, was the brother of Yahushua. Know what I'm saying? Salakia, the brother of Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. This is who James was. So if you're being named after the brother of Yahushua of Christ, you had to have been a Hebrew at that time, because in this time, the Caucasians that wore the surname Jamieson was in the outskirts of Europe as wild men. And you could Google that information up by going to Wild Men and Moors. All right. Now, this is the early origins of the Jamieson family. The surname Jamieson was first found in the Isles of Bute, where a family named Jamieson or Nelson held the office of crowner of Bute from the beginning of the 14th century or earlier to the 17th century. He was granted lands by Robert the Bruce for his service rendering to the king. King James II confirmed these grants later and further bestowed on the Jamiesons other territories on the Isles of Arran, particularly that of over Kilmorey. The office of crowner was hereditary with the family. Now, he was in the king rules of King James, because to remind you, it was three kingdoms, Ireland, Scotland, and England. So he was definitely a Negro and had rank. All right. Other early records include Alexander Jamieson, who's a notable, who had a safe conduct to trade with England in 1445. And to remind you, in 1445, the Caucasians that stole our surname was just now coming out of their prison. All right. William Jamieson, who was tenant of Porlock in 1472, and John Jamieson was repledged to liberty of Bra of Arvine in the same year. Further to the south, the Yorkshire poll tax rolls of 1379 listed Williamus Jamieson, Joam Jamieson, the servant of James, and Hericus Jamieson, 1379. All right, and I'm going to say it again. In 1379, the Caucasians that stole the surname Jamieson was in the outskirts of Europe as wild men. All right, and we have the history to back that up. So what I'm telling y'all, Jamieson family, this is your surname. Y'all are over 500,000 strong in the Americas alone, not including Europe and the Caribbean islands. It's time for y'all to remember who y'all are and gather yourselves together. Y'all have branches that y'all could cling to and y'all notables. All right. If y'all go into your coat of arms and your house of name. All right. And then once y'all remember who y'all are, and y'all bind that together, y'all come back to the Mashiach Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and get your blessing, because we living in the days of the Gog and Magog. This is the end, baby. So make sure you want to be accounted for. All right? Yo, this is Teller Nicholas with the Noble House of St. Nicholas, Vintage Saints of Israel, and House of Jacob. I hope the Jamieson family do their due diligence. Shalom.